It's time for Rust University with Shell. Episode 4, Prim Clothing. Hey, welcome back, guys. We've got about 43 people attending university at the moment. Let's try to get those numbers up. We're doing good. Today, we're talking about Prim kits, Prim clothing, different combinations, what the stats mean. We're going to go through a few different gear sets that we would be using in the Prim stage. So I'm just going to kick this off with something super basic. I didn't realize this for a long time. You have a torso slot and a leg slot. You have two different slots. You've got an under, and then you've got like an over, like a jacket or some leg armor, and then you can have pants underneath. So when you're putting your kit together, just always remember that, and you'll start to learn which ones are which. Like ponchos are over, hoodies are under, jackets are over, etc. So you can always have two things on those slots, and then your gloves count towards your torso and your boots count towards your legs. So for instance, in this freeze frame here, the hide vest is underneath the poncho, and then my hide shorts are underneath the wooden leg armor. And that's what I mean by over and under. And then you can see here that the gloves I've got are counting towards my total chest protection. Now, in my opinion, during the Prim stage, don't wear boots. They're not worth it. They make too much noise and they don't provide enough protection. So always leave the boot slot free, like, as in fill up the other slots, don't use boots. Now, just a note on the other stats here. Generally, you need 10 or 11 rad protection to get into basic monuments. And bite protection counts towards scientists shooting you. So if you're running train tunnels or oil rig or whatever, you want good bite protection. Your projectile protection doesn't count towards the scientist shooting you. That's only player to player. As you can see on screen here, I'm just looking at the poncho and the wooden chest armor. The poncho is better as it provides rad protection and cold, whereas the wooden armor isn't quite as good. So if you always have the option and you got the leather, take the poncho over the wooden armor. Next I want to talk about the most underrated kit in the whole game, and that is the bone armor set. The issue with the bone armor set is the 8% rad protection. So you can't run basic monuments with this, but if you're going out for a roam, 25% protection from bullets with this kit is just amazing for some bones that you normally throw out and a little bit of cloth. Now, the shell twist on the bone armor set is taking off the helm, chucking on a bandana and a wolf helm. This is going to give you a 12 out of 10 RP rating. So you're going to look badass. You're going to look like me in game. So that's a plus. And it's also going to let you get into monuments. So now we're looking at 25% chest and 35% head protection for 3 items. One more thing to note, which is pretty cool, update with Rust lately, is that you can roll armor slots on armor. And the poncho and the bone armor kits can roll 3 slots, which is amazing. You can chuck in wooden inserts, which is the basic ones, for an extra 2% per insert, which is going to take up your protection 6% on these items. So if you roll a 3-slot bone armor, you can have a 31% protection, which is better than a hazmat suit. You can also roll 1 slot in the bone armor helm. Wetsuits don't really do much, but they do provide a lot of rad protection and some cold. It will take up your whole base layer, but then you can also put over clothes on top, so you can put a poncho and some leg armor over the top. So I mean, if you want to get into a monument or you're in the snow biome, these can be useful, but it's more or less just if you pick it up while you're roaming, you can chuck it on. Now quickly, just with the basic burlap kit, which is all sort of cloth armor, you can get 11% rad protection to let you get into monuments. It's also going to give you some pretty decent cold protection, so it's good for roaming around in the snow. So just a bit of a recap. The full leather set with wooden armor to compensate the extra slots is probably your best Prim kit you can get in terms of protection against scientists, other players, cold and radiation. Your budget kit of the bone armor suit is amazing against players, but you don't have enough rads. The bone armor with the shell twist is great PvP protection, and you can get into monuments. Lastly, I just want to mention 2 things. You can't make a bandana in Rust until you have a bandana skin. So you may want to head over to the store and pick up a cheap ass bandana just so you can craft them. Secondly, I don't know if you'd call a shield a clothing item, but shields are amazing. Start using them. Right, that's a wrap for this episode, guys. We've done gathering, we've built a base, we've built some weapons, we've got some clothes. The next episode, we're going to start looking at vehicles. Vehicles are key for solos, and there's a few very important things we need to learn about vehicles. So next episode, we're going to dive into that, and I hope all the noobs show up. Cheers.